I was challenged to create a Minecraft mod in 1 week by my friend GardenAsada, who you should totally check out in the description or iCard by the way. The rules are pretty simple. Other than the 1 week time limit, the only other stipulation is that our mod, in whatever way, is inspired by the prompt super aquatic, whatever that phrase might spark. For me, I immediately thought about making a boss where the player would have to fight some sort of giant water creature. I initially planned out a concept with a water golem that could be summoned by throwing a coin down a well. But I really wanted to try something more unique than just modeling a large golem, so I started to think about what other aquatic creatures would make for an interesting looking mod. What I ended up with was the idea to add jellyfish to the game. The biggest appeal of adding jellyfish specifically, rather than a more humanoid boss, would be that I'd have an opportunity to animate something that was different from the things I had made in the past. Here's how I came up with the idea, planned the process out, and created an entire mod in just 7 days. Day 1, my own self-imposed challenge was to learn how to use the GeckoLib animation plugin in tandem as I put together my super aquatic mod. Since I had never animated a mob before, I wanted to dip my hooves in the water by animating the simplest mob I could think of. That's where I got the idea to add a slime variant that would only require a simple squash and stretch animation for jumping and landing. To make it more unique, I got the idea to base this slime off of jello and have it drop some sort of gelatin that you could use to craft a jello block, similar to how cakes work. With these two ideas, I got to work bullet pointing exactly what I wanted to work on for each day. Typically, I'd just jump into coding right then and there without any plan, but I didn't have enough time to be scrapping ideas and reworking mechanics, so a solid step-by-step plan was an absolute must for this jellyfish mod. With that out of the way, what actually was the concept that I ended up working with? First things first, this mod is about the Queen Jelly, a large mini-boss that needs to drop at least one unique item to make the boss fight worthwhile. Since I also want to add a Jello-inspired slime variant, let's make sure these mobs are related in some way. To keep things simple, let's say these Jello slimes, which I'm calling Gelatings, are the bodyguards that appear during the fight to add a minion wave to the boss battle. The Queen Jelly can drop some sort of edible jelly, and the Gelatings will drop gelatin. Both of these items can then be used to create unique foods, creating a fun challenge that unlocks new cooking opportunities for the player. In that case, we also want to make sure these foods provide significantly useful and unique buffs that would encourage the player to defeat the Queen Jelly in the first place. For the Gelatings, I'm taking inspiration from the gelatinous cube enemy from Dungeons & Dragons, who trap their prey within their bodies. I'm also taking inspiration from aspic or meat jelly, which were blocks of gelatin that would hold some sort of meat or salad inside them, popular in 1950s America. So, using the gelatin item drop, you can craft a jello block that can hold an extra food item inside. This allows you to get the effects of whatever's inside 4 times, once for every slice of the jello block. The Queen Jelly herself will drop the Royal Jelly item. This could be used as an ingredient to craft royal jam, which would trap whoever consumes it in a large block of purple jelly. But why is this a reward? Because the Queen Jelly will also drop a Jello Shot, which is a cannon that fires jars of jam, which apply the jam's effects to the target. You'll be able to use this royal jam as a sort of jam munition for the Jello Shot, encasing enemies in a jelly trap. And since we have this fun idea, why not add a few more jam types, which can be used as ammo with differing effects? How about, let's say, 8 more for the 7 different fruit items, plus a spicy jam made with blaze powder that can set the target on fire. We'll also add a smaller jellyfish variant so that the player can make fruit jams without having to collect royal jelly and to fight a boss every time they want to eat apple jam. Now that was the plan I started with, but I did end up adding a few other features as the week progressed, which you'll see later. After making my plan, I watched a few video tutorials on how to navigate the GeckoLib animation plugin, so I'd know what I was doing once I got to work. Shout out to Licky Plays for the tutorial. After setting up, I headed over to the GeckoLib download page, and the plugin wouldn't download. This was a little nerve-wracking considering I didn't have the most time in the world to get this issue fixed, but rather than just sitting around and waiting, I decided to model the Jello block in the meantime, hoping that maybe, just maybe, there would be a new release of GeckoLib before I had to work on the entities. It was pretty simple, just creating 4 separate models depending on how many slices of the jello had been eaten. I also built a nice little world with a small house to test out my mod. That caused me way more trouble than it was worth, but by the end of day 1, everything had been sorted out. Day 2. The first thing I did was check to see if the GeckoLib add-in for Minecraft had finally been updated. Well, not quite yet, but I continued to work on the jello block, adding the ability to place food inside of it. I also briefly considered adding 16 color variants for the jello block, but that would involve making 32 new textures, 16 new crafting recipes, and 64 new block models on top of actually implementing it all, so if you want those 16 color variants, you can pry them off of my cold, lifeless husk. Next, I worked on the textures for the jam jars. With waiting hope for animating my queen jellyfish, I moved on to texturing the jelly item that the jellyfish and queen were going to drop, as well as the jam shot item. This part took quite a while because I had to create 9 unique models for the jam shot so that it would show the color of what jam was inside of it. I'm not sure if there was a more efficient way to do that, but it got the job done. I also had to create 9 unique projectile models for each jam that could be shot out of the jello shot. Other than being tedious, it was actually pretty easy and relaxing even. Here's a clip of me showing my partner the progress. After that, I got to implementing the royal jelly's function of trapping the player in a block of jelly. So that it wouldn't be too annoying, I made the jello block deteriorate after about 4 seconds, similar to how frosted ice melts over time. A problem I ran into was that the royal jelly blocks wouldn't render for the player that was stuck inside of them, making it very hard to tell if you were trapped. To solve this, I figured out how to add a visual overlay that would indicate when you were inside a royal jelly block. Here's a fun fact I learned while implementing the overlay. Did you know that the texture for the frost effect is actually a square, but it gets stretched horizontally to fill in the screen? Day 3. The first thing I did was to check if the GeckoLib plugin was finally downloadable, and success! I can see that I was pretty excited because I wrote in my notes, "The download worked!" in all caps. I was pretty busy today, but nothing was going to stop me from testing out this plugin. Since I thought that making a slime squishing and jumping animation couldn't be that hard, I anticipated it would be a nice quick task for the day. As it turns out, it was not nice and quick at all. Animation is hard, guys! Getting the slime to squash properly and jump convincingly was really difficult to get right. On top of that, when I first put the animations together in the game, most of them refused to even play. Then, once I got them sort of working, the animations wouldn't transition properly between each other, causing choppy movement, which I really didn't like either. But after randomly changing some numbers and clicking buttons, it did eventually work consistently. While I was at it, I added the gelatin item to the gelatin's loot table, and that was that for day 3. Day 4. Trying to make up for yesterday, I got to work on the jellyfish model as soon as I woke up. I was super excited to jump into animating a more complex model, especially since I had been waiting for the whole week to finally work on the main part of the mod. Jellyfish. I was feeling really confident after animating the gelatin, but confidence seems to encourage fate to step on your toes. As you can see, there were some strange effects going on at first. As soon as I had gotten the jellyfish's animations working properly, I threw them into the game. I also quickly textured a blue jellyfish, added jellyfish breeding, and the jellyfishing net. Somehow, adding the jellyfish just worked, and they were looking beautiful. At least, I thought everything was working until I tested out the stinging feature and my headphones suddenly unleashed the 7th circle of hell upon my ears. Funnily enough, letting a jellyfish sting the player once every tick does in fact cause the jellyfish to sting the player 20 times a second. So I added a cooldown to their stinger attack, which fixed the issue. Then everything was working just fine, for about 10 minutes until the jellyfish began to shake violently. Maybe they had caught a bug. Luckily, curing the shakes was pretty easy. I had downloaded a compatibility mod for GeckoLib, which actually wasn't necessary, and disabling it fixed the issue. In hindsight, the mod did say it was to help with iris compatibility, which I didn't even have downloaded, so I don't really know what I was thinking. With that, the jellyfish were added almost seamlessly. After testing the jellyfish, I got to thinking, farming these squishy cretins would probably get pretty annoying, especially if they would just all sting you at the same time for getting too close to them, right? So I decided to make it so that wearing leather armor would protect you against jellyfish saps due to the insulatory effects of leather. But this led me down a rabbit hole pretty quickly. Think about it. If wearing leather armor could protect you from getting shocked, wearing something like, conductive gold armor could be a death sentence. Clearly a complex conductivity system needed to be implemented to best handle this situation. I added an index of vanilla armors accompanied with a conductivity value that the game would check, which would score the player's shock defenses based upon the 4 pieces of armor they were wearing. So the more conductive, the worse the shock. This whole process required that I actually do some research as to how conductive different metals are, which led me to a few different websites talking about the effectiveness between metals and wiring and other pretty boring stuff. But just having numbers wasn't going to be helpful until I knew exactly how these armors compared to the baseline of being without armor at all. This got me looking at charts regarding the conductivity of different human tissues, which honestly was a little weird, but a good read if you've run out of literally anything else to do. Let's play a game. What do you think the least conductive human tissue is? If you said teeth, you're apparently right. So now knowing all of this, surely you'd think I was done with my research for this very, very minor feature, right? But you'd be wrong. I also had to first determine what metal netherite armor even could be in the real world before I could figure out how zappy it was. So here's what I came up with. Netherite in Minecraft is actually a protoplanetary disk remnant originating from meteorites made from the elements iron and nickel, otherwise known as meteoritic iron. How did I come up with this, you ask? Well, I certainly didn't read the first comment on the first Reddit link that appears when you search up what metal is netherite based on, if that's what you're insinuating. Now, I'm not a geologist, nor am I an electrician, and I couldn't find any table of conductivity that included meteoritic iron, so I just kind of shrugged and assumed netherite would probably be about as conductive as iron and left it at that. I know, but listen, I never said I could prepare you for your electrical resistivity homework. Day 5, I finally decided it was time to add the one and only Queen Jelly to the game. I slapped together a 2-phase boss fight, which was actually the easiest thing I had to do this entire week. Originally, I wanted the gelatines to have the fun ability of trapping players inside them, a la Gelatinous Cube, and maybe their smaller variants would jump on the heads of the players and cause them to suffocate, encouraging you to wear a helmet and maybe even require the player to open their inventory to actually take the smaller gelatin off. Well, I tried adding that and it would cause the game to crash instantaneously, so maybe let's circle back to that another time. But if you think that would be a fun idea, let me know in the comments and I will try to fix that feature sometime after the mod's released, okay? I spent the rest of the day playing with the mod to see what different uses there could be for the Jello Shot and different jams. I wanted to write down a handful of ideas that I would showcase on the final day. Here's a few clips of the testing I did with Zashi Cloud, who works on script editing with me.
Watch this. Are you afraid of it? Youch. 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 You know what I want to do? I want to edit you saying that and like the nerd emoji appears. That's what I think about that. Well, I'm down in the mine, got my pickaxe swinging from side to side, so... Oh no! Can you believe Michael Bay's making a Skibidi Toilet movie?
On day 6, I continued to work on the showcase world, using the ideas Zashi Cloud and I had gathered the day before. Making the showcase world required me to place a lot of command blocks in order to give the player items, teleport them around, and a lot of other random things. Typing in all of these commands started to remind me of the very first time I had ever used command blocks. When I'm not making videos, I tend to use the rest of my free time texturing resource packs, writing data packs, and developing mods for Minecraft. And my creative experiences with Minecraft really started more than a decade ago, when you still had to remember every item's numerical ID to cheat them in. I'd always loved watching Redstone creators, and the addition of command blocks skyrocketed the possibilities of what they could do. SethBling, Simply Sark, Mumbo Jumbo, and Ilmango, amongst others, would create incredible Redstone creations. I wanted to make something just as impressive, so what was the first thing I ever made with command blocks? An infinite hallway. Infinite hallways were pretty popular in the 2010s, similarly to redstone printers and hidden piston doorways. With the use of some clever teleport commands that looked like this, I was able to make a surprisingly effective infinite hallway effect, and it just took off for me after that. Data packs were initially added to Java Edition about 7 years later on October 5th, 2017, and my foray with command blocks would inevitably lead me to learning how to use data packs as well. For a long time, I created data packs in my own private corner and didn't really have any interest in sharing them. It took quite a long time before I built up the courage to even post my work on forums, and I certainly wasn't planning on going out of my way to share them with anyone who didn't just come across it. Almost a decade later, I got into making mods because it allowed me even more freedom to create exactly what I wanted, but I will always have a soft spot for my very first creation. If redstone, command blocks, data packs, or modding sound interesting to you, you should totally try some of them out. They're all very different mediums, and there's nothing wrong with sticking to one over another. I don't want to give off the impression that one replaces another, I'm just going down memory lane. This actually makes me want to make a few videos regarding Minecraft's history and its relationship with fan-made content and nostalgia. Absolutely, please let me know if that sounds like something that would interest you. Sorry to ramble, but all of that is to say I spent day 6 playing around and building a showcase world with my best friend, and it was a lot of fun reminiscing. Day 7. Today was reserved for cleaning everything up and fixing any glaring bugs I'd come across over the course of the week. There wasn't too much time to do anything crazy since I wanted to make sure I was done with everything by midnight. I cleaned up the showcase world and made some last-minute fixes to the mod. Stuff like making sure the jellyfish followed the player if they were holding kelp, stopping the jellyfish from stinging players in creative mode, and making sure the jams would give the proper effects when put into the jello block. I also found this mod called Jesus Christ. That let me add test dummies to the showcase world. Finally, the entire mod and showcase world was complete. Except, when I added those test dummies, I wanted them to be able to show off how different armor is protected against the shocking effect of jellyfish, and there wasn't really any way to force a jellyfish to attack them. Maybe it would just be easier if you could zap the dummies yourself. So, with 4 hours left, I started adding one final feature, the shocking enchantment. which would allow the players to administer a controlled shock to a target, depending on what sort of armor the target was wearing. Unfortunately, just like everything else this entire week, adding this enchantment was much harder than I thought it would be. I immediately ran into a roadblock where the game would refuse to calculate a target shock ability, unless a jellyfish was the source of the attack. Despite being a simple issue, the fix for this took almost 2 hours, giving me very little time before I had to stop working on the project entirely. Now that the shocking enchantment could successfully reference a target's conductivity, I coded it so that the game would take the target's shock ability and inflict that amount of damage as an extra attack. When I went to test this feature, however, the game would immediately crash as soon as I hit a mob with the enchantment. Why is nothing easy? As it turns out, taking damage more than once within an in-game tick, or 1/20th of a second, causes Minecraft to keel over and die. I suppose this doesn't usually happen because damage cooldowns don't allow mobs to take damage multiple times in quick succession. But you may be wondering, how does an enchantment like Sharpness or Smite work without crashing the game if they also increase the damage the entity takes when hit? Well, when an entity takes damage, the game runs a handful of functions depending on the damage source. So, when an entity is hit with a sword enchanted with Sharpness, the game adds this expression to the damage. But Minecraft calls this function after the entity has already been hit, so why doesn't the damage double up like with my enchantment? This is actually one of the reasons Minecraft ticks even exist. Because ticks always occur 20 times a second, the game has a buffer between ticks to make decisions and to undo certain actions. So, to prevent the target from taking damage twice, Minecraft can go back in time and prevent that attack that caused the function to occur, allowing the Sharpness damage to be the only damage the mob takes at the start of the next tick. All of this occurs within 1/20th of a second before the next tick, so the player never even sees the first function before it gets undone. This tick method is not unique to Minecraft either, and is used in many other games for things like player collisions. With that knowledge, I was able to fix the problem by cancelling the initial attack before applying the shocking effect. All of this was fixed less than an hour before midnight, 11:08 to be exact. Tomorrow, I would finally be showcasing all of my hard work and getting to see what Garden had done. I was both very nervous and very excited. Showcase day. It was finally time to showcase everything we'd been working on. I'd rather just let you see for yourself how this went, so from here on out there will be very little scripted dialogue. Hopefully you can enjoy the showcase without my constant future ramblings, and with that I'll hand the video over to Past Honey. See you in a bit. Bye bye. Whoa!
Here we are in my world, or my mod, and for mine, I did a sea slug theme, or sea slug and technology, which I'll show off what I mean by that here in a second.
This is so cute.
And I named the mod Aqua Beans, because sea slugs are like little beans, and we're in the Caribbean.
Yes. That's great. Oh, this is so wonderful. I'm already excited about this.
I was gonna say, did you get the achievement Caribbean when you spawned?
I don't have any achievements, so.
I wonder if I...
Whoa.
Ah!
Give me one of those.
Yummy. This way you can open up the achievement page, and it doesn't show all the achievements, but I actually have some achievements set up. And if we look up here, this is my biome, so I guess we should look at the biome first.
This is great.
These trees, they forgot how to tree properly.
That's outrageous.
And that bean that I gave you, the cocoa bean, which when you eat gives you sprint, spawns on these trees.
Oh.
Or they're not cocoa beans, they're cocoa beans. They're both cocoa beans and coffee beans. They're both.
That's so cool.
This biome is just supposed to be like a combination of like a marsh and like a tropical biome.
I love this. Now I wish I did make a biome. I didn't know you were going to go so hard on this.
So that's the Kari biome, or the Kari biome. And we have some of the exclusive blocks here, right here, and the planks, custom leaves and custom tree bark, and all that fun stuff.
I love the painting. This is my favorite part of the mod so far. I don't know if anything can top this. You shouldn't have shown this to me. This should have been the finale.
Is a little jelly bean. Then we have the sea slugs themselves. So the yellow one is technically a land slug.
Oh, whoa.
This one's supposed to be yellow, but I guess it got messed up when I decompiled it.
Oh, goodness.
You can tame these little guys, and they will basically act like little wolves, except they can swim really fast in the water. So, aquatic wolves.
This is so cute. This is like the slug version of an axolotl.
That's basically what I was going for.
Oh, so cute.
And then we have the blue one. And then the pink one. You can see this is what the pink one is. This one's supposed to be yellow, but it's just I don't know what happened. But basically this one's supposed to be colored like how my avatar is colored. So these ones are villagers, which will spawn in a village, which I will show you here in a second. So the blue ones take 2 diamonds, which give you a water filter right there. And then with the pink sea slug over here, which is our other trader, you give them 5 copper bars,
Right.
and they give you some sea gel.
Oh my! I feel like this is like a goodie bag. I'm getting a bunch of stuff right now.
Doesn't the sea gel look super edible?
I tried to eat it. I just right clicked to try to eat it right now.
So, you know, they're all chill. They're nice and friendly. Then we have the green sea slug.
Oh no!
The green sea slugs are, you know, they look friendly. Look how cute they are. They're very mean. They will beat you up. The unique property of these guys, besides the fact that they're a little pissed off all the time,
Yeah.
is that when you kill them...
Whoa! Ho!
This is contaminated water, or poison water, toxic water, I forgot what I named it.
Oh!
And it will basically instantly poison you. Even in creative, it'll give you poison effects.
Oh my goodness.
Obviously, it won't do damage, but it'll give you 1 second of poison for every second that you're in there. And then we have some silly mobs.
Whoa! Silly squid?
Yeah, they're very silly.
Oh.
Their AI is currently broken, but they're
Oh my
supposed to. They have
goodness.
They're supposed to be very rare spawns, and what I want to do is have it so if you kill them, they'll drop an item that'll let you go to a aquatic dimension. But I didn't get that far.
This is terrifying. This is silly.
Yeah, they're silly, and if
This
you
is
punch them too many
silly.
times, you get blindness.
Whoa!
And then we have the other silly aquatic mob, me.
What the? Oh my goodness! I was not expecting this.
Yeah, it's me, and they're also kind of aggressive.
Yo,
So let
I
me,
made this mod in a week as a new dev. Hope you like it. Either way, time to farm, I guess.
When you're around a farm, they will increase the growth rate of the farms because it's GardenAsada.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
You should punch me now. No, other me.
Oh. Oh fuck.
I'm dead.
That's so realistic. That sounds just like you. This guy's so scary.
A normal slug.
Whoa! Oh, I love this little guy.
Oh, all right. More normal slugs.
Wow, they're so
they're
normal.
banana slugs.
So
when you attack them, you get poisoned.
Oh my goodness.
But you get a banana. First, you want to cook up the banana to make it a baked banana and get rid of all that icky poison, which will give us this beautiful thing right here.
That's
the baked
so
banana.
cute. Uh-huh.
And then we can use that baked banana. Delicious. First off, they all give you lots of nutrients. Yummy.
Yum, 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 yum.
And then you can make some beautiful things like banana muffins.
Okay, I
And
got that.
also banana muffins, because I forgot to change the name, but that's a banana smoothie. I just shoved a banana muffin in a blender, and there it goes.
Yeah, that sounds like something I'd do in real life.
And when you eat that, you get a bunch of saturation, because bananas are good for you, and fire resistance, because you're getting your vitamin D. Or vitamin B, wait.
Does vitamin B make you immune to fire? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Then lastly, we have our whipped coffee, which you use with banana beans.
Right.
And the crafting recipe I have legit forgot because this was one of the things that I made and then forgot about.
Yeah, so how about I tell you? It's 3 cocoa beans, a milk bucket, and a glass bottle.
Thank you, man. You did a good job with this mod.
Thank you.
And then lastly, we have one more food item. We don't serve that food item here. It's the bubbled coffee that's called whipped coffee because I once again forgot to change the name.
May I ask why you're no longer serving it?
Because the ingredients they're really hard to make. You know what? We can make it, but we're gonna have to go get the ingredients ourselves. So you know what? Yeah, let's go do it. Let's go get the ingredients. All right, follow me. Oh, the Sea Slug Village. I forgot about my friends down here in the Sea Slug Village. Well, let's go say hi. So these are supposed to be naturally spawning. They're where the sea slugs can spawn anywhere, but they're supposed to spawn in these little huts. And this I could not get to spawn properly. They spawn they would spawn on land with water around them instead of spawning in the water.
Yeah. Well, it was still in water.
If we drop in here, we have my good pals, Frank,
Wow.
and also Frank. These slugs aren't
I was
very
not
creative.
expecting to hover over Frank, and then literally also Frank.
Yeah, it's also Frank. So this is like the big house, and the other ones are the
Yes.
small house and the prison, and this is the only one that spawns potential treasure, which I mean, decent loot, some copper, which you can use to trade with them, Nautilus cell, and a Heart of the Sea. These are the prison cells, and we have Slug Sam. He's a prisoner. That's also the name of the painting. Fun fact, it's called Slug Sam.
Oh.
And he's escaping, so we got it. There you go.
Stay in your lane, Slug Sam. This is beautiful. I love these little houses. I'm glad there was nothing murderous that happened during this showcase.
No, well, we're not done. So let's jump up here, and we have a few more items. So we have some weapons to show off.
Whoa, booyah board. Whoa. What is that?
So we have a few weapons.
Oh my goodness.
We have an entire set of filtered weapons, which technically we shouldn't have these yet. These are illegal. Like
okay.
I got these third party, but I'll show you how to get them. So these all have special abilities. First off, we have the filtered blade, which has like some water in it. It's pretty cool looking.
That's so cool.
I love my filtered blade.
You gave me a sword.
Well, they all have unique properties, so right-click on that, and you'll see what that one does.
Okay. Right-click you?
Just right-click anywhere.
Whoa.
It spawns water. So, which will, can help with several things. If you're, falling off of a deadly height, you could save yourself.
Would this save you? Should we try that? Okay, that actually worked.
When you're in water, now I need to go back in survival. When you're in water, these tools will give you buffs. So upon breaking a block in water, you get a bunch of buffs. I'm not sure if you can see my hand going any faster. But when you break a block, you get glowing, water breathing, and haste 2. And only for a few seconds.
Yeah, no. If you want me to terraform that little village down there, just give me some tools.
Okay, here you go.
Wow. I didn't think this pitch of me destroying the town would work.
But these are very powerful and very illegal weapons. In fact, you need to go through quite a hassle to get them, and I'm going to show you how to get them here in just a second.
What is this?
Well, we're about to see. So the Booyah board is our lovely little friend, a living board, living boogie board, essentially.
Oh.
And we can pop on that, and...
Whoa!
And once on the Booyah board, you also get water breathing, because I thought water travel is pretty miserable in Minecraft, so I've just added a bunch of ways to make it more bearable. But right here, this is something that I also want to be naturally spawning, but I want it to be much bigger than what we're going into. What the hell's going on here?
I don't know, I just want to beat the shit out of something.
Yeah, so we are going into our little dungeon area. And this looks quite odd. Yeah, we have a little summoning circle over here. Whoa. So, the reason we don't serve those drinks and the reason these weapons are illegal is because getting them is quite a hassle. We kind of have to trap the soul of a sea slug.
Trap?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I forgot to grab the item while I was there, so just quickly, whoops. So, in my coffee shop, we take our filter and we take our sea gel and we make a water bean, which is that beautiful item right there. Now, if you place the water bean in the middle of this right here, we will have a fun little fellow show up for us to tackle.
Oh my goodness! Oh!
I made a boss!
I was not expecting this. I was... Ow.
He's almost done. Alright. Beat him up.
Oh.
And now he enters his second phase.
Oh! I thought we won.
Nope. I just forgot to give us ranged weapons.
I'm gonna die. Oh, my items.
You wanna know the funny part? I was
What?
purposely in creative so that you would only target you.
That's so cool of you. Oh god, in the zombie apocalypse, Garden is not who you want to be around.
I will throw you under and behind the bus. All at the same time.
Yeah, you'll find a bus to throw me under. Whoa.
Oh my gosh, I think I made him way too strong with the arrows. Holy crap. And this is why we field test. I am going to fix that.
Is this the first
Holy
field
crap.
test?
Yeah, I thought it'd be more interesting if I just threw you into it. I threw it on the ground.
I got this. I'm using my fist. I'm gonna kill this filtered slug. I got this.
That was... Oh my gosh. Get him! And he's dead. Let's go back to our little store, my little restaurant that I made with my blood, sweat, and tears. Also, I stayed up to like 4 o'clock in the morning making that arena.
You know, I guess that technically means you took longer than a week to make this.
But the mod was done. I made the arena.
guess that means I win by default, doesn't it? I think that does.
I meant Saturday into Sunday.
No, I listen, you may be able to cut that out, but I won't.
We're not quite done. We have the ultimate reward, which is our very illegal drink, the bubble cocoa. Now, the bubbled cocoa requires a water gem and a golden apple. So technically, you can make it before doing the boss, but I thought in terms of, like, progression, it would make sense to do this last. So yes, you can drink it. It's very illegal.
Whoa, it tastes like soap. Yahoo! We did it!
Yes, and I hear my dogs barking outside, and hopefully the recording isn't picking that up. I got a new puppy, did I tell you that?
No, you did not.
My sister came home with a puppy yesterday. Just out of nowhere.
That's the coolest
She showed up with a
thing
golden.
ever.
Yeah, I'll show that on screen. Very cute. The name's Maple. I'll send you a picture of it later.
Yes, make sure to
Very
go to
sweet.
Garden's video to see the puppy.
It's a very cute puppy. Well, I'll send you the video too. I'll send it to you, and you can show it in the video.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind, guys. There's no need.
Never mind. Don't go to this video. This is great.
I like this rain. This is like
Indeed.
chill pink slugs to study to. All right, are you ready
I guess
for
it's time to switch
mod
over yours.
number 2?
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Welcome.
Oh my.
Welcome to my showcase world. Yes, I
Oh
went for
my.
a little bit of a different style than yours, as you can see.
It's a lot more indoorsy.
Yeah, it is very, and that's basically how it's gonna be. I figured the best way to learn about a mod is some healthy competition.
Oh, scary.
So my mod adds jellyfishing to the game, which you can use to create jam jars. And there's a new weapon called the Jello Shot, which you can put jam jars into and then shoot them out and use their abilities on your target. So this is a facility to help you learn how to use the jam shot and jam jars. So let's start with the easiest one.
Pretty awesome.
If you come out over here, you'll get the chorus jam. And I'm sure you'll understand what happens when you eat it.
Oh. Oh.
It teleports you randomly. So that was the
Yeah.
first one. This one's pretty simple. It's pretty hard to mess that one up. You can click the button to come back to the lab. Now, the sad thing about this little test is that the jellyfish does kind of sit on the pressure plate on its own, so it's not really that impressive. But if the jellyfish isn't working with you, you can blow your whistle and get it to come over.
Hell
And
yeah.
if you get the bar to fill up, you'll get a little a bell sound.
Yeah, I like it.
This competition is who can get to the other side first. Once you get on the trap door, you'll get a new item called the Jello Shot, and it'll be full of royal jam. So, oh, good luck with
piss.
that.
Ah! This is cruel and unusual.
You said you were
I
okay
said-
with parkour.
I said okay. Okay and good are not the same thing.
It's okay. I'll let you come on over here. I think you're gonna die first.
I think you're right. I only have 2 hearts. No.
Oh,
No.
no
No.
way. Oh,
No.
I literally have half a heart. If you shot me right now from across here, you'd probably. Okay. Truth. We just gotta do the parkour.
Okay.
Oh my god.
About the pressure of jams being thrown at me. I still fucking die.
Well, I think I win fair and square.
I can dodge. Oh, gosh damn it.
Wow, you did it! That was amazing!
What? Yeah, no, you rigged it. Your side, I bet I'll clear first try, because
Okay.
my side is just rigged. Not looking good for you. Ah, fuck. No, I'm just bad TPing.
Here you go.
I can't
We
eat
can
it.
share. We can share. Here, I'll hit you a few times so you get hungry enough.
This is just beating this is actually beating the dead horse.
Well, you gotta.
Get me out of here.
Alright, this next challenge is a challenge of, I don't know, speed on clicking buttons. Right down there, your goal is to hit the target before you hit the ground.
Oh, interesting. Ah, that doesn't help me. You can't. That's not fair. I can't be punched in.
It worked out for me.
Oh.
Great job. So this is the anvil drop. You step on the pressure plate and an anvil drops. If you hit it with your Jello shot, it won't kill you.
See how close it gets to me?
Yeah, who can get the closest distance? All right, my turn.
All right, 7 meters. All right.
Oh, please. Yes.
Oh, damn! I got destroyed. All right, wait. I want to know this guy.
Wow.
I'll take it, considering how miserable the parkour one.
Now this one is the glowing shot. So the way this one works is most of these wool blocks are actually not real. You can just walk through them. So you have to shoot at them to find out which ones are the real ones. Oh. Alright, you did it.
Yummy.
I think you definitely won that one. Okay, this one's cooperative. So when one of us passes this, a wall will appear stopping the other one from following. The person who's running is going to try to get to the other side without dying, and the person who is not running will try to shoot the person with healing gel.
I'm sorry. I got Powerade on my keyboard.
Oh no. Are you saying that you got your keyboard super aquatic?
The entire time I was struggling to hit the leave button.
Oh. Alright, yeah.
Did you say you want to be running?
Yeah,
or...
I'll do the run across, because honestly, it's not that hard, so I'm just gonna, do it a little slowly.
Do I get Oh, I do.
If you hit the zombies, it does not help me.
Yeah, I see that, but the zombies are severely in the way. I'm out of jam! How do I get a reload? I'm out. I can't help you anymore. I can't help you. I have none. I don't have anything.
You're running in place, making a little TikTok while I'm here. Alright, how about you go out there?
There's no oh, you know what? I'll make it first try. Shit.
This is the showcase room. If you click that button there, let me bring you down here. So we can show you how to make all of the jams. So the jams are made by combining 1 glass bottle, 1 jelly, and any fruit of any kind, as well as a blaze powder if you want to. So you can make it here in the crafting table.
You definitely put more thought into this than I did with my setup. I just said, recipes, figure it out yourself. See, I assume you want me to do 1 with each fruit? Okay.
I mean, you can eat every single one if you want to.
I can hear buzzing. Should I be afraid of that?
Not yet.
Okay, well, you know, not yet is quite a scary term of phrase. But I'm not gonna worry now. I'm just gonna... Mmm. That
really
was a good
spicy.
jam. It was really spicy. Hey, look, I broke your map. I told you I would.
Alright, congratulations.
I'm gonna go mess with your command blocks now.
That's a great idea.
I will actually break them. Oh, you son of...
So another item you can get from the boss fight is Jello, and as you can see, you can put any food item that you want into the Jello. In this case, we have raw chicken. So
wow, this salmonella is gonna be insane.
And if you open these chests here, you can find any food item you want, and you can put it into the Jello.
Does it give like different effects depending on what you put in there?
It gives the effect of whatever you eat. So if you put like a spider eye in there, it'll give you poison every time you eat it.
Ow. But delicious. Well, let me just fix that. There we go.
I implemented a new effect called zapping. So if you touch a jellyfish, you'll get the zapping effect, which will hurt you depending on what you're wearing. So if we look over here at the different armor types, the leather armor has a conductivity of 2. So if you wear a full set of leather armor, you can't get hurt. So if you put that on and walk in, you'll see that you don't even get stung at all.
Oh yeah, and I got a cute little achievement for it. I like that.
And on the other side of the spectrum, if you wear full gold armor, it's incredibly conductive and you'll take a lot of damage.
I hope I just get struck by lightning or something.
That would be good.
Let's see. Oh my, oh Jesus.
Yeah.
I couldn't help myself.
Another rare type of jellyfish is the blue jellyfish.
Oh,
which,
just like SpongeBob.
Yes, it doesn't do anything different than the other jellyfish, but, you know, it's rare.
Just cool as hell.
You can also breed jellyfish using kelp.
Oh.
So feel free to try. And if you would like to, you could go jellyfishing.
Oh, fuck yeah.
As a final test, I created a little arena on the other side of here.
Are we fighting each other?
We are fighting each other. All right, the only thing we're bringing into this challenge are jam jars and jello shots, so...
I'm ready. Yeah.
All right, let's get out there. I'm gonna set it to be first to kill each other 5 times. Okay, let's go.
All right. Go, shoo! First. Oh no, that's gonna kill me. You hit me once. Oh.
See ya.
Oh.
Oh. See ya later. Oh. Do you wanna do one more round and then we can fight the boss?
Sure.
All right, let's go.
Hello, friend.
You saw me?
I can see your username.
That's a good point.
Oh, that's cheat. You got invisibility.
I do not have invisibility.
Oh, yes you do. I don't believe it. Oh wait, maybe you didn't.
Oh. Oh. Oh no, 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 no.
Chorus fruit, smart. I will say that is smart.
Thank you.
I know my hits are being absorbed by the dummies. You dummies! No,
Yes!
the dummies! They're dumb!
Oh! Okay, so what I'm thinking is we can fight the queen boss in the arena if we want to join the same team.
Dude. Alright.
Did you see this on the other side of the arena?
Oh, no, I didn't. Hell yeah. Hey, look. It's a plug. Guys,
subscribe
go
to Alternate Honey.
All
right, I'm going to summon the Queen Jelly, and we're going to see how we do. Hopefully, there's no technical difficulties. That's all I can say. Oh, I also realized that we're wearing helmets that lower our health. Yes, we very much might want to get rid of these helmets, but they...
Oh, ow!
So remember when you said it would be fun if you got struck by lightning when you touched them?
I called it.
Oh, I cannot believe this. Yeah, add a big infinite pit in your arena. That's a great idea, honey.
I spawned and instantly fell into it. That was pretty funny, though. Come on. Oh!
This is the second phase.
What's happening now? Summoned a storm?
Yeah.
Oh, and some spooky slimes. Living jello.
Indeed. Wow, luckily they're all being dropped down into the trash hole. That is
Yeah, I was
my
gonna say.
arena.
Dead. Oh, and
It's so
there goes the drops.
dilute.
I think maybe a lava pit would have. No,
Well,
it would have been basically
that
the
would have
same
done the
difference,
exact
actually.
same thing. Okay.
Yeah, it would have done the same thing.
We defeated the Queen Slime. Congratulations. Unfortunately, the spoils went to the afterlife, but we'll miss them dearly, and we already cheated in all of the weapons and gear that you get anyway.
This is true. Also, I just realized my skin layers are off.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we can re-record it all. We can re-record it all if you just wanna.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I'm upset now. Let's redo it all.
All right, I'm putting you in creative mode. There you go. Yeah, and you know what? If you really want to, before you blow up the entire map, I wanted to show you something random.
I did. Oh, 1 HP.
So welcome.
Oh no, the backrooms.
I am now spectating you, so you can run around in your little nightmare hellscape for a little bit.
Damn it, I'm still in adventure mode. I tried to set the place on fire. Didn't work.
Go on, run around.
Grr. I'm gonna get hungry. Actually, no, I won't. I have plenty of all right. I saw that one. Hey, how strong's your PC?
Not strong.
Oh. Then I probably shouldn't. Well, that's not that much TNT, right?
Did you still want to do a survival playing of these mods together?
We could if you want to.
This is beautiful.
Oh, and we're right next to a cherry grove. Oh, look at that pond down there.
Whoa. So that's where we're gonna build our base.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Oh my god. No, my silly squid definitely spawns. I take it back. There's 3 of them in the lake. Oh no,
what?
They're killing the puffer fishes.
They're killing things? They kill? What does it drop?
I can't remember it. Because I didn't mean to implement it yet. Oh my god, it drops a water gem? Hell no! Hell no! Oh, because the base of this mod is the filtered slug. That's the base. So it has the same item drop. Okay. Anybody who's watching this is why you test your mods. That breaks the entire mod. Wow. I'm just gonna throw that in the lake and pretend like that's not something that happened.
Look at these terrifying gentlemen.
Yeah, they're nasty.
Don't like these
You wanna know what
guys.
the original plan? I was gonna make a stalker mob.
What does that mean?
You know the stalker mods, the creepy horror Minecraft mods, where they add like creepy creatures that just try to scare you, and that's their whole objective. Like, they chase you down in a cave and teleport before they get to you, stuff like that.
I'm not familiar with this.
Ones.
Those silly squid were so ugly. Okay.
It's gonna be tiny though. He knows that he's gonna get Control-Alt deleted. For
Check out what I got.
What? Oh yeah, I forgot. Like I said, I really gotta fix that. God damn it, that's literally better than diamond. I gotta fix that. Oh my God.
I didn't even kill any of them. I just swam in and picked up the item that you dropped.
Friggin', if nostalgia could be pumped into an essence and then put through like, you know, like those blood tubes that they pump into you when you're dying.
Like an IV drip?
Yes, an IV drip. I couldn't think of the name because I'm brain dead right now. Did you get all the filtered? Oh my gosh!
I made like a little like Tony Stark like building the suit cave where I secretly have created all the filtered items to show off to you. Every time you do something, I like jokingly like drop my jaw like, but no, I don't even make a gasping sound, so nobody will ever know. Like, and I don't even know like I've
3 bowmen and 2 invokers. Oh,
I
that's
have
what you're
one
saying.
heart.
Oh god.
I have 1 heart. I have 1 heart. Please, please.
I also have 1 heart.
I
I have 2 technically, but
that was like yin and yang. You were killed by a pillager. I was killed by an iron golem.
Oh no.
Go on.
There, here we go.
We'll put a little hole in there so that for visitations.
All right.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, wait. Just let me. I gotta put a sign. I gotta put a sign.
Oh my god, it's an imposter! I play the silly sound effect. You know the one.
Wow, 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 wow.
Nasty GL.
I don't know. You're the imposter looks more like you than you right now.
It's just a love tap.
Don't kill them.
I'm dead. Oh, hey, look, it's the right texture this time. Okay, well, yeah, if you kill me, a little one spawns. Oh!
They're making a break for it.
Oh, no! Oh, hey, look. They're back. Problem solved.
It's purgatory. It's purgatory. Yo, I made this mod in a week as a new dev. Hope you like it. Either way, time to farm, I guess. There will be no farming, Garden.
No, there won't.
Oh no!
Well, only one way to end this.
It's quite.
I'm dead.
Oh my god! And that concludes the Super Aquatic Challenge. This video was so much fun to make, and I hope it was at least like a quarter as fun to watch. Here's some random trivia for you. This is the longest video I've ever made to date, and it took me most of my waking hours to put together in full. I'm honestly astonished that anyone has stayed put long enough to watch this whole thing, and I'm equally grateful as well. If you liked the video, or if you didn't and you're a masochist, how about subscribing to the channel? And while you're at it, why not chuck a few bucks over to my Patreon to see videos a day early and get sneak peeks of content when I feel like it. With your help, I can continue to make videos and pay the rent. Now wouldn't that be something? Thank you to GardenAsada for taking the time to record with me. Garden is such a fun person to work with and really helped my nerves when filming together. Thank you to ZashiCloud as well for helping with script editing, but also for spending hours working on the showcase world with me just because. Thank you to my partner for letting me put a 5-second cameo of them into the video, and obviously thank you, yeah, you, for watching the video. There's been so much support and feedback that I've seen in the past few months, no matter what random thing I decide to talk about, and it means the world to me that there are people out there taking the time out of their day not only to watch my channel, but to talk to me about it, leave comments. I think that's all I can reasonably fit into a conclusion, so bye-bye!